Yes, this week we're back by the sea again. I just absolutely love it down here. We're going to be talking to you about how to shoot like a pro. A lot of you out there probably already shoot, so hopefully you'll still be able to pick up some really good tips. For those of you that are new to archery, there is some great tips in here for you to start your shooting. I know, it's not the beach, but it was too noisy there, too cold, way too cold. So instead, I'm going to give you a quick 5 minutes. My best exercise is how to shoot well. Sorry, it's not a lot of time, but I've run out of time this week. So here we go. My first one is, you hear everyone saying, oh, use your back, and then using all these complicated names and everything. All you need to know, when people say this, if you get your arm, get your thumb pointing backwards, and then pull it back, oh, those muscles you can feel there, that's the back muscles you need to be using when you're drawing your bow. Next one is your hand, your grip on the string. You want all this back of your hand here just really flat. And a good exercise to practice that is start off with a straight hand, bend your knuckles like this. That'll help you learn where that flat is. So it's flat, even if you get it cocked out, that's better than being over like this. Next one is appropriate for both hands, your bow hand and your string hand. And when you are full draw, well, all the way through your shot, you want your bow hand to be nice and relaxed. And what you see a lot of people do is open their fingers like this. That's not relaxed. Going like this is not relaxed. So to do this, get your hand, squeeze it really tight, and then relax. Feel that relaxed, and then open it really wide, and feel that relax. That's it. 30 seconds of them. And that'll help you feel that nice middle relaxed bit. And then my next tip is for your front shoulders, get yourself, I've got a stool. You can do this on the floor as well, but it's easier on a stool. Really push out and then relax down. Push out and relax down. Push out and relax down. And that again, that's helping with these kind of muscles which will control your shoulder, get it nice and settled in low. That's my top tips for you really. We are going to do a more detailed how-to when Keith's back at base. We're going to get together, do a session together, but here's some tips he's done for you as well. Hopefully it helps. Happy shoot.
Stance is probably one of the most important aspects of your shooting technique. As a beginner, you'll probably start with a closed stance. Having a process for making your stance consistent every time you get on the line is probably a good thing to have. So gripping a bow, probably something you want to discuss with a coach, but just a quick run through. Essentially, that dotted line and that cross is where you're looking to put the pressure. So this dotted line would be the center line of your bow, and then this cross is where you're aiming to get the pressure on your hand. So this is towards the base of the metacarpal of your thumb, and slightly on the inside as well. I inked up my hand and then placed it straight on my riser grip, and then essentially this dotted line and this X is what showed up. So yeah, essentially it is just a case of keeping your hand relaxed, and then just pushing through the bottom of your thumb into the bow. From the front, it looks a bit like that. Front shoulder can be a challenge for some people. A good exercise is if you just stand normally with your shoulders relaxed, and then just try and lift your hands up without lifting your shoulder. It's quite a common occurrence. You see people pick their bow up to shoot, and as soon as they start moving their hand up, you get a bit of upper trap coming in as well. So then you get this kind of like hunch going on. What you're looking to do is just keep the shoulder in a neutral position, and have this tendency to push towards the target. And again, that comes from serratus anterior. So just to demonstrate that. So keep that shoulder in a neutral position. I'm just driving forward. If I relax, you'll see this comes up. So you're just going to drive that forward. Yes, it appears to drop, but I'm not pulling it down. I'm just driving forward towards the target. And it's important to keep that drive all the way through the shot, especially on the follow through. Like so. Just as an update, you can see the ink on my hand has been rubbing off on my grip. Most of this pressure is around this sort of area. You might notice that there's quite a strong influence on this edge as well. So this might be that I'm torquing my bow a little bit. That's something for me to take a look at. But this sort of method can really give you an idea of where you're pushing through the grip. Hooking is fairly simple. You're just putting your fingers on the string, so let's not really overcomplicate it. Most textbooks will say behind at least the first knuckle. Most people will have a longer middle finger than what they do index or third finger, so I would start personally by placing that, and then just letting your other two fingers just kind of like fall onto the string. And yeah, that's like a pretty standard hooking arrangement there. I tend to hook up with my middle finger first, let my index finger and my third finger come on, and then just kind of relax them off so that you've got like a bit of a chain effect going on. You don't want to be like crunching your fingers in or like making a fist. It is just kind of just the ends of your fingers that you want to like hook over. So it's, yeah, trying to keep the fingers straight. And just have them as like a chain link to your string. I'm just going to demonstrate to you me coming into anchor. All I'm doing is placing the top edge of my tab under my chin and just getting the string in the right place on the front of my chin, and that's just a physical reference for myself. So yeah, this is how it goes for me. I'll give you another two of them. The first bit where my hand is high is a set reference for my front shoulder and my rear scap. So that's not anchor.
And that's it for another week of Archery. Hope you've learnt something from it. again, another plea, please, if you're in Vegas this week, send us a video. We'd love to see what you're getting up to.